Hello YouTube, my name is Legend of DS and welcome to the first weekly Nintendo news in 2 to 3 weeks. Unfortunately, life got in the way and in the past 2 weeks I wasn't able to do it because I just wasn't feeling up to it or because I really didn't feel up to it. So I'm gonna try my best to go through the news quickly because today I don't know how long this is gonna take to render because my computer is absolute crap. It's gonna take a very long time to render, probably 2 to 3 hours, and when it's done, I don't know if I will even be at home during it. So I'm gonna have to rush this, and if I'm home, I'm just gonna have to do it quickly in uploading the video. Thankfully, that does not take too long, and thankfully my internet is fast enough to do it. And assuming that the video is not too long and it doesn't take too much to render, it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna quickly run through the news, especially from the 25th to the 9th of 25th of September to the 9th of October. So let's start with the first major piece of news, and I put that major in quotes, is that Shovel Knight is coming to ukulele. Um, Platonic involving ukulele. By the way, Shovel Knight and ukulele, that's a fun little thing that they are doing. Ukulele is not going to be on the NX, that's according to Platonic Games. However, I'm going to put an asterisk on it because, you know, we can never trust anyone when they're saying something is not coming. For example, because of NDAs. A company, for example, Ubisoft has revealed Just Dance, and I believe other games for the system, they said they're coming. Um, well, let's be completely clear. Um, with that, they can say it. If they say something is coming, you can believe them because, well, they are authorized to say it. But if they say they don't have anything, we can't believe them because we don't know if they have and they're not authorized, or they can't, or they don't really have it. So, it's a murky area that we're in right now. So ukulele might not come to the NX. As of right now, it isn't, but it still might. There's still the possibility. Another thing, Bit Trip Runner 3 has been officially announced. The release date is, I believe, let me just open the email where I have it. It it's only going to be in 2017. Okay, it's been, pardon my lack of preparedness for that one, but it's been that came out on, I believe, the 26th of September. So yeah, it's been almost 3 weeks. um Other news is that Nintendo of Europe has apparently said, no, this, yeah, sorry, I'm really getting ahead of myself. A Nintendo rep says that Nintendo is not ready to discuss the NX. I believe this was from Nintendo of Canada that said this. However, in the first episode of this series of the news, I spoke how there was supposedly a major meeting between Nintendo and retailers for the Nintendo regarding the Nintendo NX in Germany. Well, the week afterwards, Tesco, a major UK retailer that I believe no longer has the Wii U up for sale, has already put up a page and price for the NX on their on their website. So take that as you will. Big. Next, we have the fact that Ubisoft has confirmed the production of Beyond Good and Evil 2, and again, why am I reporting on this? This makes no sense. Why it would be? Well, here's the thing again. Ubisoft confirming is in development, Michael Hansen teasing it with a new picture, just goes with the rumor that Beyond Good and Evil was still being made, and that Ubisoft went to Destructoid and told them to uh, take it out of it. Oh, by the way, one thing I should say right now, on these videos, on this type of videos, I won't be covering any rumors. There is one rumor that I will be discussing within this video, but it's nothing major. According to let me check, because again this is a news for over 2 weeks ago, and I'm really speaking fast. I believe this video is 5 minutes as right now, and I've spoken a lot. So according to the Global Web Index, Nintendo and Microsoft users spend most of their time on Xbox One, and Wii U users dedicate most of their time to gaming. Wii U and Xbox One users spend 2 hours and 27 minutes and 2 hours and 26 minutes respectively. Xbox coming in first, and then the Wii U. PS4 owners 2.15, and then we have Xbox, PS3, and Wii owners, which, relatively speaking, Wii owners are still spending a lot of time on their Wii's regular. I believe this is per day, roughly, out of 17,990,000 people that were, apologies, surveyed about. Also talking Xbox One. In the Xbox One, an N64 emulator was pulled from the Xbox One, I believe the store or the arcade or the apps, I don't remember, and I believe it was a store. Also, if you're interested, Twilight Princess Figma collection is coming in May 2017. You know, there are people out there that really care about this, and if it's neat, I might try to get one. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse will be releasing retail on October the 18th. I recommend it. It's a very good game. I have it on the Wii U. The mini NES is already sold out in Amazon, in the UK Amazon, but they are expected to restock in time. The PlayStation 4, and now I'm getting really fast, very much faster, I should say. The PS4 has finally surpassed the Wii U in sales. This is a big thing. I mean, it's big and it isn't big because it's been such a long time coming. And it's surprising that it took the PS4 2.5 years to surpass the Wii U in Japan. Another thing, Nintendo will not be attending Paris Games Week this year, which is a very interesting development. And Ubisoft CEO has said that the NX will put Nintendo back. I'm sorry, I have to read because back into the race. Well, this could mean a lot of things, but it could also mean that the NX is much more. It's closer to the home console base than it is to the handheld base, like many have reported. Image and Form have explained why the Wii U is perfect for their Steam World heist games. And it's in a video form, and I really wish I didn't speak about this one because it's a small news that I have here. But hey, I'll put the link to the video in the description so you can see it for yourself if you wish. World to the West may be coming to the Nintendo NX. This coming from in an interview with Mike Tendo, indie game by Rain Game, the indie developers Rain Games that are making World to the West, has said, as mentioned before, it's very unlikely to come out on the 3DS, but will show up on additional platforms, maybe even another Nintendo platform, but our lips are sealed. I believe this game is confirmed for a PS4 and Xbox One release date. I'm not too sure, and PC, obviously, because almost every single indie game does come out, unless it's paid for by Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft. It does come on. Worlds of Nintendo figurines are being advertised on, and again, apologies, but I'm going through this in my email on TV. wow, I was expecting that to be something more. Again, some of these news are old and I had marked on my email to just so I can click on them and read what it was, if needed be, or just read the title. But you know, Caesar has been confirmed for Pokken tournament, which should be good for the people that actually want to that have the game and have played the game. I don't have it. I haven't played it, so you know, can't really say if it's good or not. Pokemon Go has officially launched in 31 more countries, which should practically this should mean almost every single country that Pokemon usually launches in, or that have the of that the I don't really know what I'm how I was gonna say that, but you know. Hmm. Another Pokemon related news, Pokemon Sun and Moon will take up 26,214 blocks on your 3DS, each version of the game, which roughly translates to 3.2 gigabytes. The actual demo, which is coming out, if I'm not mistaken, on the 18th of October, will be 400 megabytes. So yeah, if you want to have the game downloaded, one or the other, and the demo, you're gonna need 4 gigabytes on your SD card. So you know, take that as you will. And I really should have brought something for me to drink because my mouth is getting a little um dry. Not really dry, but you know. Um, Famitsu has pulled readers to see what are their most wanted um, games, and here's the list. I'm going to read off the top. They have the top 30 here. I'm going to read the top 15 so that it's right down the middle. So in the first place comes Final Fantasy 15 with over 2,000 votes. Then Pokemon Sun and Moon with over 1,000 votes. Really big difference, by the way, between number one and number two, because Final Fantasy 15 has 2,194, while Pokemon Sun and Moon has 1,255. Then Dragon Quest 11 for the PS4 comes in third with 1,249 votes. Final Fantasy VII, the remake for PS4, 1,166. Then Dragon Quest 11 for the 3DS at 1,128. Yakuza 7, 809 votes. Resident Evil 7 comes in 7th place for the PS4. The Yakuza 7 also for the PS4 at 610. Kingdom Hearts 3 for the PS4, 570. Monster Hunter Stories in 9th with 569. I believe that game has already released in Japan. Not too sure. Then PS4 version of PS4 Nihon 546 votes. Then the Wii U version of Zelda Breath of the Wild 527. Again, Zelda does not sell that much in Japan. Then the PS4 version, PS4 game. I don't know if it's a version for Nier Automata 494 at 12 number 12. Then number 13, the PS Vita game Saga Scarlet Grace at 456. Then at 14, the PS4 game The Last Guardian 391 votes, and finally Super Robot Wars 5 354 votes, and the game comes obviously for the PlayStation. In regards to the top 30, there's almost no more Wii U. There's no more Wii U games, and there's only 2 3DS games. Additionally to 3DS games. Obviously, 3DS doesn't have that much, a lot of things coming out for it in the near future. The same thing for the Wii U. The Wii U only has one major game coming from now until the launch of the NX. By the way, the retail version of Rumble for the Wii U comes out on October 25th. And Rumble Pocket Edition will be coming out in the first quarter of 2017. So if you're interested in having the game physically for Wii U, or having the version, the handheld version, now you know the dates. Now we are finally on to this week, and that was actually from this week. We can now start more calmly reading through and talking about it, than more news. First and foremost, a Nintendo of Europe employee says that Nintendo is talking about the NX this year. They're still talking about it. And I clicked the wrong thing. I wanted to, let me check. oh, 14 minutes. This video is, Jesus, this is okay. In the email, this is what the supposedly Nintendo employee has said to the person that I believe emailed them. Let me see. People are respecting. A Nintendo Europe. Okay, this is what he said. Hello. Unfortunately, we cannot give any more. Unfortunately, we cannot give you more details at this point in time. You already mentioned the one information we have. Nintendo will publicly share information about NX within this year. What this will mean for the disclosure of technical information is still to be decided. When we open this Nintendo developer portal, our goal was to provide the same amount of technical information to small and big companies, and even individuals to expose to existing platforms, Wii U and 3DS. Whether or not that will be the case for the NX, we cannot promise. The one thing I can add is that from what I was previously told, from what I was told of previously launched platforms, the tools and development, the environment are rarely stable until very late. Sharing them with a lot of people too early would create a lot of support work for Nintendo and frustration for developers. So they were shared openly pretty late. So if this launch goes as the same as previous ones, I would suggest to be patient. I believe this was regarding the Nintendo developer um, website that that Nintendo has, and it makes sense that things would be this way. Another thing was obviously Coral leaked to new Pokemon, to the new Alolan Pokemon. Jesus, it's hard for me to speak for some reason. And since then, not to one more, it leaked also the new evolutions for Type Null and the Chumango, another new Pokemon. Um, so we now have that. As I said, I was going to speak briefly or not at all about rumors. Well, there's two rumors I'm going to speak of. The first one is a 2chan image circulating with the final name for the NX, which supposedly is going to be NX Duo. I will put the image on screen, hopefully. No, I will. I think I will. Future me would future me is me in 5 minutes, so is it going to be the Duo? Here's my thing. I will always be, until the NX is revealed and I'm proven right or wrong, I will always stand with the NX is two systems with one OS, the handheld and the home console, and the handheld connects to the home console so that you can use it as a controller. I think that's it. That's simple. I think people are over, and the thing of the hybrid is coming out of that. People are getting, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, and Eurogamer and whoever reports these rumors are just reporting on one thing that they've heard, and they're changing it to fit their own little rumors and their own little, in case of Emily Rogers, predictions. I don't believe, by the way, I'm just saying, I don't believe anything Emily Rogers says, because she has been wrong a lot, and when she's right, it's very easy to see why she would be right. So this week in Japan, the 3DS sold 29,000 units and the Wii U only sold 2,000. The Wii U continues to not do so great. The PS4 surprisingly sold 31K after weeks of being really low, and even having, I believe, a week where they sold 500 units. Now they're re-energized. Obviously, now they have games coming out. And yes, I was right. Monster Hunter Stories did come out. It came out this week. It was the biggest game of the week, selling over 140,000 units. Minecraft still selling a lot on the Wii U. It was 7th this week. Has already sold over 140,000. Jesus, that was hard to say. But this is obviously the physical version, and Splatoon surprisingly still hanging on to the top 20, so 3,000 units, and is already over 1 million, almost 1.5 million in Japan alone. That's insane for a game that people were thinking, was it going to do much? And 1.5 was going to be, I'm going to be honest, I was an optimist for the game, and I thought 1.5 was going to be top. It's going to be tops of their sales. One more thing about Sun and Moon I should have mentioned earlier. there won't be any stereoscopical 3D in the game, so it was kind of expected. Another rumor that I said I was gonna want to speak about a lot of rumors, and I already spoke about one. I'm speaking about the other. Is the by the way, regarding the 2chan leak image, I should have said personally I don't believe it. Nintendo Duo seems like a bad name, but then again, so does Wii U. So we'll see. Supposedly, okay, this rumor, the new one, is supposedly that Miyamoto was spotted at Universal with a camera crew, and one of the people involved in this, one of the posters that was talking about this on Reddit, said you could see Miyamoto very well, obviously at the at this filming. However, this is not, I'm not reading what he said. That was what he said. The information apparently regarding this is very vague. People are not commenting on, and apparently the area, if this is true, according to the post, it was at 2 p.m. local time at Universal Studios, in front of the Universal Ball, and the area was blocked off from by security, and photos and videos obviously were not allowed. So if this is true, Nintendo could have been either A, preparing for a Nintendo Direct coming in next week. uh, there was a rumor suggesting the 21st of October. I'm just gonna say at this point, any date's fine. I'm actually planning on doing a video not regarding about that, but regarding the, in my opinion, entitlement of some people when it comes with the Nintendo, with the NX reveal, with people think being angry and that they are being disrespected, even though Nintendo just said fall, and I don't know how you can be how can they be disrespectful towards you because they're making you wait, or because they're not ready yet and there's things they still have to iron out. But that's beside the point. Obviously, on Friday we did get a new trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've uploaded a trailer for it. We had 8 new Pokemon: Silvally, Hakmo, Komwo, Steenie, Sarina, Zarina, let's go with Zarina, Rainbow Bee, Alolan Grimer, and Alolan Muck. Alolan Grimer, the Komwo, Hankmo, and Sylvani already all revealed by Koro. And we also had 2 new characters: Olivia, which will be a Kahuna of Akala Island, the second island that players will be able to visit, and Ilima, who is an expert on normal type Pokemon and is the captain for the trial captain for the normal type. We will have to wait and see to see how many trials there are. It's really weird. Um, another huge report is that 20 million people have already chosen to get a notification on their app store for when Super Mario Run is available for purchase later this year. 20 million. That's a big number. And we have to remember, it's been over a month, I believe, since the game was announced. This is basically a pre-order. Okay, it's basically 20 million people have already pre-ordered Super Mario Run. This game will obviously be paid for. You will be able to pay for it. It won't be free to play. It will be actually paid for. Another rumor, I believe this is the one. Yeah, an investment banking firm has says the NX reveal is coming next week, apparently on the 21st. They're saying that it's going to be pricey and it's not going to be. It's going to be major disappointment for volume of sales. I'm just gonna come out and say, with this one, I'm not so on. It is a banking firm and they're talking about the sales data, how they don't expect much. Here's the thing, we cannot speak of sales because of price. Price is not the thing that's going to dictate how much a system or anything sells. Apple makes a living and is the company most well known for making very pricey cell phones, and they're still making bank every day, for crying out loud. They're making top top notch in terms of money. And heck, the iPhone is huge. iPhone 7 is 700. They release a new version every year, and the prices are like unbelievably high, and people still buy it. So for the last two pieces of news is Michael Pachter being completely disrespectful towards Satoru Iwata, calling him the late and not so great. Um, Here's the thing. Michael Pachter has the right to his opinion. I obviously criticized, and I've seen many people say this, you have the right to criticize someone after their passing. There's nothing wrong with it. You might disagree with the way that someone ran a company, but many people have also said there's a difference between doing that and completely discrediting someone, like Michael Pachter did. You might not like what Iwata did, and let's be honest, he failed with the Wii U, and he partially failed with the 3DS. However, we haven't seen the NX. We don't, and this was also coming regarding what his opinions are and saying that Super Mario Runner is going to it's going to make Nintendo go away from gaming. Again, he's not looking at Nintendo's strategy or making any sense. A company that makes 3 million, you can make 3 billion on mobile gaming with 1 billion on consoles. If you're doing both, you're not going to say, let's leave the 1 billion on the table and do something else. But again, he was disrespectful towards Satoru Iwata. Clearly he was. You can say, oh, he has a right to opinion, and he has the right to his own opinion. However, you can criticize someone. I've criticized Iwata. I've said multiple. I believe even on this channel, I've said what the problems were with the Wii U. However, I'm not going to discredit him. Iwata was a late and great. It was a great game developer, and he brought up the second coming of Nintendo. Whether you like it or not, that's your problem. Michael Pachter clearly is still bitter over the fact that Iwata proved him wrong time and time again. He said, Nintendo, the Wii is not going to sell much. The DS is not going to sell much. Well, they did. The DS came super close to surpassing the PS2 as the best-selling gaming system of all time, and the Wii was Nintendo's best-selling home console and the fourth best-selling system of all time, only behind the PS2, the DS, no, the fifth, behind the PS2, DS, the Game Boy, the PS1, and then it's the Wii. And regarding this, regarding what happened with Michael Pachter, Go Nintendo has officially said, yeah, we're not doing any more, we're not covering any more things that Mr. Pachter says. And I completely agree with them. I hope more people do it, because Pachter is becoming, he's always been the idiot that thinks that knows gaming, even though he doesn't. He has said time and time again that he doesn't follow Nintendo, yet he talks about the company like he knows what they're doing. So this video is going on for way longer than I thought it would. God, my internet, because it's the internet that always doesn't work properly. It's gonna take a while before I can utilize it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys either next Sunday with another Nintendo Weekly News, or with the hopefully the NX reveal. And when the NX reveal is, and I'm just saying, whenever the NX reveal is, that video, the reaction to it, will be done with highlights, once again like I did with the Nintendo Direct, and with a face cam, hopefully. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.